Sunday morning. I just walked out and tried to go to our parking spot and didn't see our car anywhere. And I was really confused until I remembered that I had to park on the street down the block yesterday, because even though we live in a small town, parking is the kind of commodity you'd expect from a city. So, heading to the gym. And to add to the comedy of errors, I got into the car and got ready to go and realized that I didn't have my ID with me. So we're gonna drive up to the house and I'm gonna grab my ID. I almost just got out of the car and walked, but going back toward the house is moving toward the gym, so that's what we're doing. I think they're gonna wait, so we're going. And I have a parking place to park in at the house, so here we are. Can't get to the gym without my ID, so I have to go back for that. And, you know, having a driver's license to drive to the gym might be helpful too. So, alright, go. Okay, got my IDs and I'm waiting for my pre-workout to kick in. I have not been following the plan this morning. We were supposed to get up about 7:30 and then go to the gym to do fasted cardio, and I don't know, I started waking up I think around 6 or so and just was exhausted, and so I finally just shut off those alarms and reset them for about 10. Church starts at 10:30, so my husband was still game for getting up and going to the gym at 8, but I just couldn't get up. I'm super tired from the last week, trying not to be a baby about it, but I am. So going to the gym now. He goes Sunday afternoons and helps with a homeless ministry. So while he's there, I'm gonna go knock out this fasted cardio and work on getting things straightened up at the house a little bit, and then stretch, because I desperately need to stretch and probably foam roll. That knot in my hamstring is still there and I need to work that out. So the only thing I did that was on schedule today was I did make it to church. So the message was on Thomas and Thomas doubting Jesus' resurrection until he could actually put his hands on Jesus. And the takeaway from that today was that God loves doubters and God is merciful to doubters. So I think that was a really good message to hear today. All of us have doubts, and I think that a lot of us can feel guilty at times about doubting, whether it's doubting God, doubting ourselves, whatever it happens to be. So just know God loves doubters. So I'm about halfway to the gym. Gonna finish up my pre-workout before I get there and we'll get to it. A point that was made during the message that I'm not sure I've ever considered before was that Jesus made a point to visit the disciples when Thomas would be there, after Thomas had told the group that until he saw Jesus and touched Jesus, he wouldn't believe. Like, Jesus didn't come to chastise him. He came so that Thomas would believe. That was the purpose in his appearance to Thomas, was to help him in his unbelief. So I just thought that was cool. I'm doing incline of 8, resistance of 8. I'm actually a little high. I'm trying to keep my recovery 3 minutes between 150 and 160 strides per minute, and then my 2-minute hit interval between 170 and 180. I am just feeling super duper fatigued and winded. My Fitbit at least tells me my heart rate has only maybe gotten up to 145, even on the intervals, and it's getting down to the low 130s in my recovery, but I'm finding it really hard to breathe, maybe because excuse me, maybe because my shoulder, neck, and back muscles are feeling so tight. Maybe because I'm still dealing with a little bit of congestion. I'm still kind of coughing up stuff. Who knows? But if I'm going off of RPE, or rate of perceived exertion, even though my heart rate's not getting up super high, I'm definitely exerting myself. So I'm gonna try to just focus on hitting those strides per minute, and we're just gonna do 25 minutes today. That's the minimum for the fasted cardio. And yeah, I really wanted to quit several times already, but we're at 17:40 right now. I'm just gonna keep pushing and finish it out. Good morning, everyone. It is Monday morning, April 24th, and I just sent my check-in form. I was trying to get my updated InBody prior to sending my form, but the place I normally go to doesn't have any availability today. So I found another place that's not too far away, and we're gonna go check that out. And then I did text Coach, and she got back to me saying we are gonna update my plan. She's finishing up those changes today, and to stay on the current plan until she sends those over. So we'll see what those changes are, hopefully soon. And she also said that my heels, she's already ordered them, and she's gonna find out just what to expect as far as when those are gonna arrive. And she's also going to send me a link for a practice posing suit, since we're supposed to start our posing practice calls on Monday. So yeah, I'm hopeful about this InBody. The scale was not as low this morning as I had been hoping. I was hoping to be closer to my first goal weight, but it's okay. I felt skinnier this morning. I had abs, and my abdomen actually was down like 1.5 inches. So that was a nice surprise, because I feel like that's where I have the hardest time losing from. Well, it's now 11 o'clock on Monday, and I got my InBody done. I'm a little disappointed by it. I mean, on one hand, the good news was my visceral fat dropped again, so I'm down to 8 for visceral fat, so I am really happy with that, since visceral fat is the one that's more dangerous to your health. And my weight did go down, my body fat did go down, but as opposed to the 3% body fat that I lost between my last InBodies, I was only down 1.3% body fat this time. So, and I mean, I'm just not sure what the difference was, because last time I was not fully committed to the plan. I was still partially in pre-prep. I definitely took time off plan to be able to enjoy my birthday, things like that. I was still hitting the workouts hard, but since that last InBody, I was like 1 week into prep, and I've been doing it hardcore, so I don't know. So we just finished cardio at the gym. I did the elliptical. I didn't feel as terribly as I did yesterday. My husband popped my back a little bit last night, and I think that helped kind of just loosen my torso and chest up. But we're picking up our friend's dog because we're gonna dog sit for the week. Elliptical, I just stuck to the 25 minutes because I was ravenous. I don't know how people do fasted cardio or intermittent fasting full time, because I was starving today and I was getting cranky, and I was trying really hard not to be irritable with my husband, but I was really struggling. So just did 25 minutes, but I started out doing my intervals with my recovery at incline of 8 and resistance of 5, and then just increasing my strides per minute from 170 to 180 to 180 to 190. And about 5 or so minutes in, I realized I needed to increase my resistance in order to get my heart rate up. So for my intervals, I stuck with 2 minutes, but did a resistance of 8 and an incline of 10, and that kept my heart rate up. So it was good. And here comes Ryder. There's Ryder.
Go.
Tuesday morning. It is now April 25th, going on 10 a.m. I actually got some pretty decent sleep last night. We went to bed fairly late, but my husband had to get out the door to work around 7:30. I got up and helped make sure he had the rest of his food ready to go, just like he does for me when I'm going to work a lot of times. And then I went back to sleep for like 2 hours. So I did get, at least according to my Fitbit, I got about 8.5 hours of sleep, so good. And now I'm heading to the gym, but it's just kind of a gloomy looking day outside today, so that's making it a little hard to get moving. So I already had my Carnation. I'm finishing my pre-workout. I've been sipping on this while driving. And yes, I chose the lazy route today. I'm much better about choosing the bike when my husband's coming with me. He's much better about pushing us to do that. But I'm gonna do my fasted cardio, and then I might just jump right into shoulders. I have my pre and post lift aminos, just in case, but I don't have any meals with me because I'm pretty much out. I'm out of the rice cakes. I didn't buy anything at the store yet because I keep thinking that Coach is going to send me a new meal plan, and I think I just need to go ahead and go to the store and pick up what I need, because I doubt the actual content of my meals is going to change very much. It's probably just going to be how much I get to eat. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if she started focusing a little more on the macros themselves, as opposed to the calories, and maybe went down on carbohydrates or something, because I get a good amount of carbohydrates still as of right now. So since I tend to drop more weight on a little bit lower carbs, I wouldn't be surprised if that's kind of the route that we go, but we'll see. So I'm gonna finish this and run in to do cardio. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna do elliptical versus treadmill. Elliptical felt really hard yesterday, so we'll see. I might find the treadmill a little bit easier mentally to do today. We'll find out. did end up doing shoulders. Honestly, not my favorite workout. I don't think shoulders have ever really been my favorite workout. I just always feel very, very weak. But I did it. I pushed. I went up on weight for a couple, I think actually most of the exercises. But navigating getting out of here is always so crazy. Let's see. So yeah, I did go up, I think, on all of the exercises. I'm still struggling with front raise because they do have the body bars at the gym to where I could, have different weight intervals to work with, but they keep them locked in one of the group fitness rooms, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So I have not asked them yet about whether or not you can access them other than for the group fitness classes, but I think I might have to do that because I did it with a 20-pound bar today. I just feel like I'm probably not maintaining my posture the way I really should be for it. But the weight did feel easier today, so that was a good thing. From my lateral raises, my delt flies, I went up to 10 pounds for 2 of the sets and managed 12 reps. And then the last set I went down to 5 pounds, but did 15 reps. So I'm proud of the work I did today, just not my favorite muscle group to work. Hopefully though, during this prep, I will get better and learn to love it. So I was gonna swing by the commissary and at least pick up some rice cakes, but I'm supposed to be meeting a friend in about an hour and a half to go for a walk and go get coffee, or in my case tea. So I think I'm just gonna go home, have my oats and strawberries and eggs because I do have those at home still, and maybe Coach will have emailed me by the time I get to the point where I'm out of options for eating what I have at home. I just really don't want to go to the grocery store until I hear from Coach concerning my eating plan. If I don't hear from her by later this afternoon, I might text her and just say, hey, I need to go to the grocery store and get pretty much all my food. So what kind of changes should I expect so that I don't buy things I can't eat? Anywho, we'll see. I'll check back with you later, and I hope everything's going well for you today. Keep up the good work. Alright, Coach just sent me the updated meal plan just in the nick of time because my stomach is seriously trying to eat itself right now. I was about ready to go run to the grocery store and just pick up at least rice cakes when she texted me saying that she was done and had sent it over. Drum roll, please. So let's see what Coach has to say. Based on your eval, more calories. All right, let's see. Can split up meals if I need to, as long as the calorie count is correct. I had told her that I was kind of breaking my meals into 2 parts. Like eating half of it before a workout, half of it after, in the event of like trying to do a workout before work, that kind of thing. So let's see. I think this is going to take forever to open, so I'll look at it and update you on what the new plan is, and then I'm going to the grocery store. Here we go. Tuna rice cake and the rest of the tuna. Hey everyone, it's Amy here again. It is now Wednesday, early afternoon. Do you ever have those days where you really just need to go back to bed and start over? Because that was definitely today. I started to get up around 9 this morning. I was kind of tired, but I mean, I got going. My husband and I were supposed to go to the gym and do fasted cardio, and we operate on 2 different speeds. And this is something that we're aware of. But occasionally we still have to deal with those differences. And this morning was one of those times where that was just more difficult, and I guess we didn't clearly communicate. So about 10 o'clock we still weren't out the door, and we basically spent from 10 to 11 either fighting about the fact that we weren't out the door or sitting at the table and talking things out and making up, and yeah, getting to the point where we could both listen to each other and understand each other. And yeah, so we worked through all that, and by that point I was just way beyond ravenous. So I made us some breakfast, and we had some oatmeal and blueberries and some eggs. And at that point I was still super emotional and said, I even told him, I said, I just need to be able to go back to bed and start over. And he said, why don't we? So we literally crawled back into bed and snuggled up for just 30 minutes, because we had about 30 minutes before he needed to get out the door to an appointment anyway. We were past the point where he was going to be able to go to the gym. So yeah, I followed him. We crawled back into bed. And you know what? Sometimes just the act of snuggling is all it takes to just get you back on the right foot. So that's what we did. So now it's about 12:45 and I'm heading to the gym. I'm not even going to worry about fasted cardio today. I've already done it 3 times this week. I only have to do it 4 times at minimum, maximum of 5. I might, after his appointment, we might go back to the gym, and I might just do some light cardio and not worry about intervals. Might not, we'll see. I have Irish dance tonight, so I will get plenty of cardio in today. Just won't be fasted. And yeah, so just here to encourage you. We all have those days. We all have fights with our significant others. Just, it's worth it to take the time, listen to each other. Sometimes it's hard to listen to the other person and hear them out, but you need to do it. It's worth it. It's the right thing for your relationship. And you're gonna have these times on prep. You're gonna have these times in life, period. And I'm just here to encourage you. It's okay. We all go through it, and we'll make it. Woo, guys, I just had the best back workout, and I didn't record a single minute of it. Yeah, so I did a completely different order of exercises today. So I'm finishing my aminos and joint complex. The last couple weeks I've been starting with the assisted pull-up machine, just so I'm fresh with the pull-ups and can go with the least amount of weight assisted as possible. But someone was using that today, so I ended up starting with incline rows. I think I used a little bit lighter weight today, but I did more reps. And then I went straight into 10 pull-ups, just using 65.5 pounds of assistance. The lowest I've done up until now has been 72.5 last week, where I did 10 reps. And then I think I did my second set last week at 72.5, and then for like half, and then I had to go up. But when I started this in March, when I started week 1, I was only able to do 7 reps, 7 pull-ups using 78.5 pounds of assistance. So yeah, I'm really excited at my improvement, and that makes me think that even before we get to the end of this 20 weeks, I should be able to do a couple of pull-ups unassisted. So but yeah, I did that, and then I went up on weight for my hyperextensions. I used a 25-pound plate, which I'm really hoping is not a mistake, because my back was still a little bit sore from the deadlifts the other day. But I was able to do all the reps I needed to. My last set, the last 2 were a little bit hard, but I pulled them out. And on my, let's see, my, what do you call them? Where you're laying on your back and you're holding the weight and you're putting the weight back behind your head, at your pullovers. On the pullovers, I did the same weight as I did last week. Just did maybe 1 or 2 fewer reps. But on my low row superset, I was able to maintain the heavier weight that I did last week instead of dropping in the weight. So I had a really, really good back day, and I'm really surprised, because I went into the gym just still feeling kind of down in the dumps, and was not really excited about starting this workout. So I'm really pumped, and I feel really good. I'm gonna go home, eat something, stretch, like I said, maybe come back. We'll see what my husband wants to do. And then I've got Irish dance for 2 hours tonight. So I'll probably wrap it up for the first half of the week here. Tomorrow I start my 3 in a row night shifts. I'm not excited about that. I've got to figure out what order I'm gonna do the rest of my workouts in, and all of that for the week. So I'm gonna try and meal prep this afternoon probably, because I definitely do need to do that. Yeah, that's probably what I should do the rest of the afternoon. Meal prep for work for the weekend. So anyway, I might film some of that, but that'll be on the second half of the week. So I'll see you later.